I have a question for Oscar about a video that I seen recently. Okay? So, hi by the way. How you guys doing? Anyway, I saw a video recently. Hello, Dob. I saw a video recently of like gun guys talking about shit you should never do with a firearm. I found a little bit of a bye. Okay. Alright, get some sleep, Dob. You need it. Get some sleep. Anyway, it's like it was like a gun grape like video about things that like are bad for your gun or that you shouldn't do as a gun owner. And I remember, and one of the things, like there was a short of it. It was this. It's like never do that. And I'm like, what the fuck? So like I quite Oscar, you know more about firearms than I do. I would be willing to bet. But like, is this bad for the gun? Is it really? Is that really bad for the gun? Like, if I'm not using some, like, shitty 1911, like, is that really a thing? Chili is meat sauce in the same way ketchup is a fruit smoothie. What the fuck? The motion is only bad in certain high-end 1911s. Because, like, I'll see, like, videos of Masad Ayub or whatever his name is, like, being like, never ever do this on any gun ever. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? That's gotta be the most ridiculous FUD lore I've ever heard, right? Like, maybe on like this gun, right? You know, this is a CG Shadow 2. I think, you know, it's a little bit more of a performance gun. Like the trigger is a lot nicer. Like if you know, it's got a really nice short pull, like very nice trigger. And so maybe I wouldn't do that with this gun, but I'm pretty sure in the manual for CZ it says to do that. So like, I don't know. It's just, it's ridiculous. Like if you look it up online, you'll get like two camps of people. You'll get like the FUD saying never ever do that with your firearm. If you do that with your firearm, you should not own firearms. And then there's other FUDs going like, people just keep telling me not to keep doing this, because if you do this, it's gonna ruin your gun. So never do this. I swear to God, there's one video I found of this really just like based boober just taking a 1911, and he kept doing it over and over again, and it was just like, damn, dude, that's based. Only the old ones. Is firing on an empty cylinder with the revolver bad, or only on the older ones when the firing pin is on the hammer or on the rimfire revolvers? That makes sense, yeah. Because I feel like it's one of those things. Helps breaking a new gun. I feel like it's one of those things that it's like dry firing, right? Like, I don't mind dry firing this gun because it's like, it's a new SIG, right? It's like this thing was made in like 2020 or something like that, right? It's not, dry firing this gun isn't gonna hurt it, but something like, you know, my Astra back there, like the Model 900, maybe I won't dry fire that one because it's a much older gun, you know? I don't know. There's some serious FUD lore out there, man. It's some serious FUD lore. Like I saw that videos. I had to double take. Like, wait a minute, I've done that before. Is that bad? But I don't really think so. Especially like on a gun like this, on a Makarov. Like, is it gonna really hurt a Makarov? I beg to differ. Does dry firing wear out parts? On certain guns it can. Like, I would wager a guess on this gun it probably doesn't matter, but like, depending on, like, if I'm gonna pick up someone else's gun, right, I'm not going to dry fire it, because it's generally, like, you don't want to do that. But, like, on most modern firearms, it doesn't matter. Like, you can dry fire it all day. Yeah, use dummy rounds. That is what most people do. Not in any meaningful way, yeah. Your pistol is soy, dry firing is bad. Like, honestly, I was watching those videos, I was astonished. Because, like, Masad Ayub, or what, I always forget his name, but, like, I kind of respect his opinion at a lot of times. But it's like, that was just like, you should never do this because the 1911 was built with such tight tolerances that when it picks up the round when it comes in chambers, it slows it down just enough to prevent it from damaging. But any more than that, it's gonna damage your parts. Like, really? In 1911, did he really, like, design that gun to be in such, like, tight tolerances, or that little bit of resistance is all that's keeping that gun from becoming not functionable? I don't know, man. It's fucked up. Anyway, I had that out of my chest. I just wanted to talk about that. I don't know why I'm getting, like, ads on my windows about weather. That's annoying. Usually when I watch a video on an old gun, they carefully bring down the hammer and the bolt. Yeah, well, like, I usually don't, like, even on this one, I don't do that, right? I try not to dry fire this one, though I'm fairly certain on a CZ, it doesn't matter. Like, on a CZ, it's fine. It's a CZ. But, like, typically, if I ever dry fire this to feel the trigger, I'll do this. Well, I'll like, feel the hammer drop with my trigger finger, but I'll catch it with my thumb. That way I don't, like, you know, really hurt it or anything. But I typically do that with this one. But this is also a little bit more of a precision shooter's pistol. This isn't designed to go into battle. This is designed to shoot in sport, right? Comparative to this one, which is, like, designed to be carried in a service type of sense, right? You know what I mean? Or especially compared to this one, right? Because this is actually built for, like, this gun was designed to be used in service, right? For, like, police departments and shit like that. So I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like there's a lot of FUD lore out there, and it's like, there's a lot of people who really go hard on their FUD lore. Femboy, get the guns. Do you have laser snap caps? I don't. I kind of want some, but I don't have any. I don't have any snap caps. If I dry fire my Beretta DA, I do put a snap cap in though to practice DA trigger. Yeah. Yeah, typically, like, I don't really dry fire my guns a lot unless it's something like this where I, like, am, like, I'll dry fire this one a good amount because I'll practice with this one, right? Like, I'll like, do the thing where you try to keep the gun from, like, you see that? See that? No flinch? You gotta practice not flinching, chat. You're supposed to have both eyes open with your red dot. I forget that. But look at that. You gotta be real, like, gotta be real careful, and you gotta keep doing that. That's how you practice, chat. But it's, so I'll do that for something like that, but typically I don't really dry fire my guns that often. Oh no, Astra looks cool when dry firing. Oh no, he's hot. It's always nice to be gentle with a gun, especially if it's old, but generally speaking, any modern fire has no problem being dry fired. Modern firearm, yeah. I mean, and there's also like a respect type of thing. Like, if someone hands me their SIG P365, I'm probably not going to do this because it's someone else's gun, and it's like, you don't know what, you know, they treat their guns differently and whatever, and, you know, it's, I don't really dry fire other people's guns. I always, like, cringe really hard when someone's, like, holding somebody else's revolver and they do the thing where they're like, oh, this is really cool. Right? Like, that, I think that is bad for guns. I'm pretty sure. As far as I know, that one is real. That one's not FUD lore. Don't cowboy your cylinder into the thing. It fucks with your timing, and it fucks with the arm. Don't do that. I'm pretty sure that one's real. I don't know, Oscar, is that one real, or is that, did I get FUD lored? I'm just missing sunglasses to be coolstra and the SIG as well. Oh, damn. I have sunglasses, but they're in my car. The old Dick Van Dyke maneuver, yes, that is horrible for a revolver. You can bend the crane. Yeah, like, that's the one that I feel like, that makes sense why that would be really bad for a revolver, but people do it, and it's like, ah! Like, if I hand my revolver to anybody, and they're kind of like, they don't know what they're doing, I will make sure that they don't do it. Because, like, it is very, very, like, very, very bad on revolvers. Tight tolerance, 1911, the old Credit Trap. If it's not in a 15,000 kabot, no need to baby it. Honestly, that's what I feel like, though. It is an old gun, you know, the 1911, it speaks to the design of how good the design of the 1911 was, that it still compares to modern firearms. I feel like people forget that that gun was designed over 110 years ago. So it's like, yeah, like, it's older than that. The fucking 1927 Astra I have. So it's like, you know, of course it's going to be more unreliable than a modern Beretta, and of course it's going to be more, like, finicky and have more, like, problems, because it was designed, like, a century ago. Literally. So, I don't know. It speaks to how well it was designed, though, the fact that it's still, like, comparable to modern firearms. And people still carry 1911s all the time, so it's like, shit, man. But 2 world wars. Do you ever cringe at people handing guns in action movies? Not really, because, like, I know when I watch an action movie, I kind of, it takes me out of it a little bit, but only when it's, like, it gets some stuff right and then doesn't get other stuff right. Like, what really pisses me off is when it's clearly just trying to advertise to me. You know, like, if I'm watching, like, a shitty James Bond movie and they don't do firearms correctly, I don't really care that much because I can take myself out of it. But, like, I watched John Wick, and I fucking hate how they handle the guns in John Wick, right? Like, Keanu Reeves actually did 3-gun for that. And Keanu Reeves learned how to handle a gun for that, and that's really cool. And when he's, like, doing his thing, that's cool as fuck. But they use that as an opportunity to sell shit, and it's really fucking annoying. Like, okay, this is a minor spoiler for one of the John Wick movies. I don't fucking remember which. But there's a scene where there are big, heavy armored guys coming in to kill John Wicky Boy, right? There's big guys. They've got full, heavy body armor on, like, level 5 body armor. They are kitted the fuck out, and there's, like, 20 of them. And what does John Wick think the best firearm to go up against these heavily armored individuals are? A fucking semi-automatic semi-automatic 9mm. I don't remember exactly what it was. It might have been an AR, just chambered in my 9mm. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever he picked, it was a semi 9mm. And I'm just like, I mean, I guess it might have been full auto, but it doesn't make a difference. Like, if you're going up against guys with level 5 body armor, you do not pick up the 9mm. You don't do it. Like, in 5 minutes, like, 2 minutes into that scene, John Wick is like, okay, I need a shotgun. Because it's like, of fucking course you do. Because he's putting, like, 5-6 bullets into a guy, and he's just like, okay, fuck you, that doesn't do anything to me. I got level 5 body armor. It was an MPX and 9mm. 9mm major, but still 9mm. Doesn't matter. It's still fucking handgun cartridge. Like, you're not gonna fuck it. Why are you shooting handgun cartridges at guys who have full plate armor? This doesn't make any sense. Not that AP slugs are a thing that exists either. No, not really. But I'd rather have a fucking shot. In that situation, I would have gone with a battle rifle. I would have gone with, like, an FAL. FNFAL or G3, something in 308. That's what you want in that situation. What? Level, whatever body armor? I don't fucking know body armors very well, but when you got, like, that best body armor of all time, well, fuck you, I've got 308. You're in a room full of rifles, that would be great, and you grab the 2 cartridges that are the least effective. I know, that scene pissed me off so much. And there's a lot of things like that in John Wick, where I was just like, it's clearly a bunch of firearms companies, like, paying to be in this movie, just so that they can get, like, sales boost because John Wick used their gun. It's fucking annoying. I hate it. That's the only reason why they use that gun. In that specific scenario, that's why. Is because they paid the movie producer to put that gun in that scene. Bleh. Need some fast as fuck zippy boys for armor. Yeah, you really do. 5.56 is better for armor. I'd rather have 5.56 in that scenario just because it's light zippy. It is a light zippy boy. But if I had a choice, I would definitely do 308, right? Like, why would I ever not do 308? Just give me like an FAL or a SCAR and 308. That would be peak. Did you do mostly headshots in those movies? Oh, did he do? Yeah, I don't remember, like, He didn't do mostly just headshots. He did, like, again, when John Wick was handling the guns, he was handling them, like, correctly. Like, he was doing well with them, right? Because he trained with guns. He did 3 guns for the movie, which is crazy. But it was more like, it wasn't so much how John, or I guess Keanu, handled, like, the firearms and how unrealistic the reloading was. Because all of that was great. But it was more like the specific firearms and specific scenarios that don't make any fucking sense, right? Like, it just didn't, I didn't understand it. It's like half the time the movie is like, wow, he runs out of ammo in the first, like, couple of seconds, so then he has to use, like, knives or whatever the hell is around the fucking room. I don't know. I think the John Wick movies are just a teensy bit overrated. I think they're a little bit overrated. Just a little bit. I literally just watched all 4 recently. It's been a little bit since I've seen the all 4 of them. I saw the last one when it came out. In the later movies, the fight scenes are total nonsense with the armor shielding units. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's like, the whole movie is just really kind of dumb, too. It's like, you killed my dog. Now I'm gonna kill you. And it's like, yeah, I get it. It's like, they really tried to make it cool and, like, secret worldy, and I appreciate that. And the cinematography is great. Like, the film scenes, the choreography is fan-fucking-tastic. The fight scenes are really fun to watch. But that's it. There's no other substance to that movie at all. None. There's not a good plot, not a good story, no good character development other than that. Other than the fucking scenes where Keanu Reeves is, like, bashing people's heads in. It's just not the greatest. The more unrealistic it got, yeah. The Continental were pretty cool ministry. Yeah, it was. Oh, the miniseries Continental. I didn't watch that. Was that good? I didn't watch that one. Straight up action fun. Yeah, but if you're just gonna do straight up action fun, I wish that people would, like, press into that, right? Like, if I'm just gonna watch a fun action movie, make it just stupid. Like, make it dumb. Like, I don't care if I'm just watching for the action and you're not gonna put any meaningful story in. Fuck it. Give me, like, tanks. Give me explosions. Give me big guns that go make big holes in people. Like, that's what I want to see. It's on Streamio. Check it out one night. Fuck, man. I don't use Streamio. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what Streamio is. I don't know what you're talking about. Kind of Reeves be like, whoa, I know Kung Fu. Just saved your life. It's mainly marketed like Marvel compared to organic spread like Matrix 1. Honestly, and, you know, people are gonna fucking, like, hound me for this, but I didn't like The Matrix. I didn't like it. I did not like The Matrix. The new movie they made a couple years ago was ass, by the way. That was just garbage. But, like, the first movie, I thought if I was alive when that movie came out, I would have been like, whoa, this is cool. This is early 2000s. Whoa. But, like, in retrospect, the movie didn't age that well. And, like CG wise, and it didn't, like, I don't know, the story is cool, but, like, I feel like it's one of those stories that is kind of cool because of the technology that they had to make the movie with the cool, like, effects and shit. But nowadays, that's, like, ancient technology, so it just seems a little bit trivial. The magical M60 with the belt that gets longer than where you shoot it, it was, moi, chef's kiss. You didn't like The Matrix? You're not cruel anymore. Sorry. Listen, I just like the scene where, like, the guy, the secret agent guy is like, Mr. Anderson. And he's, like, in the room. And the guy's like, you can't scare me with this. And then he slams the thing down and kind of goes, oh! I don't know. I thought it was okay. Like, the concept is cool. I just thought, like, most of the movie was dedicated to showing off the new, like, effects that they were putting into the movie. Like, I feel like that was it's like one of those movies where they really, really put a lot of time in the visual aspect of it. Like Avatar was, kind of. So it's like 90% of the movie time is dedicated to showing off the CG effects that they were doing. And it's just like, you know, that's okay, but it's just like, I don't know. Pretty groundbreaking movie, you know. Again, if I was, like, alive, or I guess I was alive when it came out, I think. When did it come out? When did The Matrix 1 come out? Was I alive? I don't know. If I wasn't like old enough to watch it when it came out. So I only watched it years later when it was less impressive. 1999. Yeah, that's 2 years before me. My favorite scene in the movie is when the security guy goes, "Holy shit," and gets murdered. Damn, this is boring as hell. Damn. Guess you're gonna have to leave then. That sucks. Sorry. Damn. Guess you're gonna have to go. Sorry. Damn. Oh fuck. This does bring a smile to my face. Thank you, Cheesemower, for coming in here and brightening up my day a little bit. You must like The Matrix, Astra. The creators are trans. Why? Just because the creators are trans doesn't mean I have to like it. The hallway shootout with mini Uzis was my favorite. That was cool, but like, you know, maybe hit the ATF. I can't own mini Uzis. You can't own mini Uzis. You just have to shell out $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. That's all. It's tongue in cheek, obviously. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. You know, I haven't seen a lot of Keanu Reeves movies. I need to watch more of them, but I've seen, like, enough of them to, like, most of them I don't like, to be honest with you. I didn't like Bill and Ted, the most recent Bill and Ted. I haven't seen the other Bill and Teds, but I didn't like the newest one. I didn't like The Matrix. I thought that one surfer movie that he did was okay. I thought it was pretty interesting. I forget which one that was, where he was like a detective and he like became a surfer bro because he was undercover and wanted to get in some chick's pants or something like that. But I haven't seen a lot of other ones. But I like Keanu Reeves still. Like, I like him as an actor, you know? Hollywood trans is some bullshit. Who wants to care about them? We have our own lives to live. Yeah. Yeah, the whole, like, yeah. I don't like it when trans people are shoved into the spotlight. It's just like, fuck. None of us want attention. Trans Visibility Day was a mistake. None of us want to be seen. That defeats the whole point. I think there was at least one 870 in that scene. Fuck, man. Our shotgun's just the best, like... If the book happens, our shotgun's just OP. I feel like shotguns are OP, like, at this point. You know what I mean? Like, if the book happened tomorrow, I would probably pick up my Vepr 12. That would probably be my go-to gun. Because it can shoot so much ammo, it's so widely available, 12 gauge, and it can shoot pretty much any 12 gauge I can put through it. It's got enough, like, it's got a big barrel, so I can probably get some good range out of it, you know, but you're shooting slugs. I could probably shoot that thing out to, like, 100 yards at least. And, you know, in Florida, really, are you going to be shooting at further distances than 100 yards that often? I don't know. Grab SKS, go in the woods. Invading USA, Chuck Norris dueling Mini Max in 380 from a custom double shoulder rig while chasing down Soviet agents in a square body Chevy. Peak 80s. Point Break, that was the movie. That was the movie I was thinking of. Shotguns are OP in video games. Shotguns were the best thing in the late 90s, early 2000s. These days, carbines are king, particularly AR. Yeah, but I don't know. Would I rather have... I'm talking, like, apocalypse, right? The world is collapsing, right? You know, you can't get 5.56 that easily in this situation. But you might be able to get a lot of 12 gauge, right? 12 gauge is easier to reload. It's easier to, like, find, because a lot of people shoot it, right? It's not as, like... I feel like it's not going to be as much of a target for, like, ammo grabbers, because it's, like... You know, 5.56 and 9mm are gonna be impossible to find. So it's like, I don't know. Might be the best. You get 15 round detachable magazines, like, it's pretty good. There's no good cowboy movie in 2024. Red Dead movie with coach guns. Oh yeah, they made a Red Dead movie. Did that come out? Was that good? Is that a thing? I vaguely remember hearing about that. I love my shotgun because it says Coca-Cola. I'll just make myself Sten MK using pipes. Yeah, is that. We could also just make cannons, you know. 12 gauge is more versatile, to be sure. You definitely want to pump or break action in the collection somewhere against people. It's not that effective, though. Yeah, I mean, you know, pump actions are good, but, like, I feel like the 12 gauge would be better, or the Vepr, because you can still cycle it manually, like a a pump, right? You just have to grab the actual bolt, right? So it's not like a normal semi-automatic shotgun where it's not as easy just to. Well, I guess that's not really true. I guess semi-automatic shotguns they usually have a bolt handles that you can cycle it semi-automatic kind of. So I mean, at that point, like, you know, the whole argument is that you never have to worry about a shotgun shell not cycling the gun, which it's like, I guess that's true, but it's not hard to just pull the slide back and recycle it around. And it could, especially like for like, you know, for pump shotguns, you have to load the tube, right? One shot at a time. In a firefight, that's like, it takes a little bit to do that. Compared to the Vepr, where it's a detachable mag. I can have 2, like, 25 round drum mags, so I have 50 shots, like, on my back. Oh, fuck. And I can, like, shoot them all the way through, and then once one is out, it doesn't take long to reload it, because it's a fucking, you know, mag. Bring the zip, 22 in the apocalypse. Well, yeah, you gotta have a 22, right? The XM7 carbine is chambered in 277 Sig Fury. So it is the XM250. Is 277 Sig Fury, like... Is that good? Is it, like, what... I have, like, I know nothing about that round. Is it, like, interesting? But why the US Army 5.56 shoots so hot compared to civilian ammo? I mean, I don't know. You know, honestly, I don't like 5.56. I don't like 223. Not my favorite round. I'm not a fan of it. I do not like it. It's too small. Too varmint round. Can't handle it. Vepr mags are very bulky and fragile. That's the big disadvantage. Are they? Oh, I didn't know that. Damn. They seem pretty resilient. Like, I mean, I guess I haven't been really, like, fucking, you know, banging them around much, because, you know, why would I? But I don't know, they seem to be pretty decent for what I can tell. Like, I had 0 problems with them. The Sig Fury uses a 2-piece case that lets it shoot at a ridiculous chamber pressure. It's supposed to be better at armor penetration. Huh. I keep trying to badger Astra into doing some movie reviews on YouTube. I could do movie reviews on YouTube, man. I could talk about movies. I could like make a that's a good idea, actually. I could make a nostalgia critic spoof. The nostalgia Femboy. Russians have the Alibaba armor. US needs way more drones, lol. The what armor? I have no idea. Fit check? Oh yeah, fit check, sorry. I'm not really worried about fit today, chat. I'm kind of in bleh mode. So this is the fit. This is the fit. Yeah. You get Astra in very, very lazy cozy mode. There's a good reason for that, but I'll get into that later. The bitter cold of Florida, yes. The absolute frigid temperatures outside are causing me to freeze up. Did you get both of my packages? I don't think so, Oscar. I went to the post office today. So I was there today, and I got this. And I'm pretty sure this is one of yours. But I don't know where the other one is. I thought there would be more, but there was a little note, so I took it up to the front to get any packages that weren't in the parcel. And he gave me a thing that wasn't mine. And so I'm like, this is not mine. And he's like, oh yeah, this is not yours. So there you go. I don't know what I don't know. Always wearing a fit. I am. Hottest in boy mode clothes, my hot take. I mean, that is a pretty hot take, but fuck it. My own private Idaho, Keanu Reeves plays male prostitute. What? Didn't Rob Schneider play a prostitute one time? Bruce Gigolo? I fucking saw that. I haven't seen the other ones. I've seen the first one of those. That was funny. I love Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider's great. Hydration. Hard disagree. Astra's a cutie, especially in robe clothes. Aw. Posture check. The other one may have shown up after you left. It may be. I got there really late, right? They closed at 4, and I got there at 3:30. So if it got there later than, like 3:30, it probably just didn't get like sent to my box in time. The hate stream title is a lie. Is it though? Is it? It might be. You'll never know. I think I've used that title before too, and I just didn't care. I think I've used that title before. It's a good title though. Anyway, let's open this box. Cause I don't know what's in here, but I want to find out. Let's open this box. It isn't really an unboxing stream because, you know, they don't have more boxes than this, but I got this one. It's 5.3. Yeah, I know, but listen, a doctor has not measured me that as that short, very recently anyway. So I don't know. I might be that short. I don't know. I've been like asking doctors to take my height for like a year at this point, and they haven't done it yet. They're like, "Oh yeah, we'll do that," and then they haven't done it. Oh hell yeah! Oh fuck yeah, man! This is like the big bottle with the spray. Oh shit yeah! Hell yeah! We got some CLP here. We got a lot of patches and a lot of ear swabs. Perfect. Yes, okay, that's perfect. I didn't just dox anybody. We're good. We're good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I need to clean, I need to probably actually clean that man liquor. Tracky says it was delivered at 3:58, so yes, you missed it. Damn. Yeah, well, there was no way I could have gotten it then, because it got there 2 minutes before they left, so they probably haven't even sorted it yet. And 5'5", Astra looks 5'2". I'm not 5. I mean, I might be. I don't know. And you know what, chat? It is downhill from here. It is all downhill from here. I'm probably not ever going to be taller than I am right now. It is true. Sad. My grandma, she was 5. She was my height. She was 5'4", and now she's like 4'8". You gonna clean that, man? What? So I might actually go get that, because I shot corrosive ammo through that, so I might just go run and clean some of that out right now. Not taller, but shorter as you get older. It's all downhill after 25. Stop reminding me, boobs. Stop reminding me. So snout is your osteoporosis. Alright, chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my gun. Look at this. Look at this little chair thief. Look at this little chair thief. You little... Why, you little rascal, you. Okay. Peanut. Alright, well, here, let me show you what I'm working with here. Excuse me, Peanut. So this is our man liquor, right here. It is a straight pull Austro-Hungarian service rifle. Not too bad. Does not look too bad. But the barrel on this thing is awful. Peanut is the streamer now. This thing is really cool, but it's a little bit dirty and it's not very accurate. But It also doesn't have a cleaning rod, and I haven't found my other cleaning rod kit yet, so we're gonna use this one, which is a Mosin that I have. We're gonna use this thing's cleaning rod because I think it should be long enough. I think, but we'll see. I really want to get one of those accurizer kits for this thing. There's a guy that makes these kits, like shim kits that you can like put on these guns that are not like a permanent mod or anything, but they're like shims you put in certain places in the gun, and it makes it a lot more accurate. I want to do that to this thing. She doesn't have a gun cleaning kit. I do have one, I just don't know where it is. Let's see, chat. Let's see if this is long enough to do what I need it to do. Not really. It's not really long enough. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. It's okay though, I will still... How do I want to do this? Here, I'll just do a light cleaning on this right now. Just to clean out the action. The action! 26 days until my birthday, that's not what troubling after this year. I got 3 years until 40. Pray to God I'm still single by Wait, why are you praying to God that you're still single by then? Wouldn't you want to be praying for the opposite? It's gonna get messy. I can't remember if I sent you a 30 cal bore snake or not. I don't think I did. I don't think so. You have to use if you have access to a garden hose, take it outside and run water through the bore. I will do that. But I need to have my, before I do that, I probably need to have, whatchamacallit, a thing to shove down the barrel all the way, because if I can't dry it completely, I would probably rust, because there's so much moisture here that if you don't dry it, it's really gonna stay. It's gonna be moist. Not single. Astra not still single. Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't sit on my cat. She's fine. Sit on my cat. Alright. I'm gonna spray some of this in there though. In this, not really the barrel so much, but right here. If I can get you to go. What? What? I think I just discovered the Matrix. Thank you, Derek, for the subscription, the 11 months. I can't hardly believe it's been 11 years. Oh, here we go. Alright. There we go, chat. There we go. Get in there. Get in there. Get all in there in that chamber. Clean that bunk out. I think it's dirty. I think it's dirty, chat. Who's sponsoring this stream? Midway USA or Amazon? I don't think Amazon would sponsor this stream. So probably Midway if I was sponsored, which I'm not. Please sponsor me. It's just 32. Guys, what do you think I'm gonna look like when I'm 32? What do you think that's gonna look like? much this is helping, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's probably fine though. That's not really clean, but it should be good for now. Cause I'll do the next stream I'll do the proper cleaning stream where I clean everything, and this will be one of them. So cute, I guess. You'll finally look 18. Finally, I look like I'm 18. Listen, I do not look underage. Stop gaslighting me. Probably look at least 13. You've met the 666 standard to get a girlfriend, 6 foot tall, 6 foot your income, and 6 inch or something or another. Yeah, you gotta have the 666. You know what I mean? 6 foot tall, 6-figure income, 6-inch dick. The 666. That's why it's the devil's mark. They're afraid if you see it, you'll become inevitably attracted to it because of its massive cock. Where are your parents, child? The big problem with Amazon is all the fakes. They don't buy anything important from there. Aside from guns and ammo, Astra has a lot of scopes and E-pros. Yeah, that's true. I don't really like getting gun stuff from Amazon typically. Though I might get a red dot for the shotgun. I really want to get like a red dot or something like for the shotgun. I want to put a red dot on the Vepr. I feel like that would be really cool if I had a red dot for that. But the problem is I don't want to spend like red dot prices. So, really not sure. Yeah, I should comb my hair before I started this. Astra is legit 5'4". I'm actually a little bit smaller than that, but who's counting, right? I round up. Rounding up is everybody rounds up, right? Astra being the supermarket and workers. Hey, buddy, where's your mom? I put a Romeo 5 on there and broke it, so you can't get away with something cheap. Oh, okay. So okay, because I was looking at, I knew that was like gonna be a big thing. So so it's good to know that it's already eaten a red dot. It's good to know that it's already fucking chewed up and thrown out a red dot before I even try to put something like shitty on there. So I guess I'll just probably save up and get a better one, because I kind of want like a fucking, like an ACOG, something like that, something without not magnification, but something real easy just to look through. I don't want something that's gonna really like tunnel vision my eyesight, right? I don't want something like that. And I'm not sure if I want to do a scalp mount or not, because I really don't like it when, like, I don't really want to fuck with the leaf spring. If I could have co-witness sights, that would be ideal. But it's like, I don't really know how fucking ACOGs are not good just to look through, though. I didn't really mean an ACOG. I meant an ACOG, big reticle, like the ACOG. Easy to look through. Big, clear reticle, not like one of those little fuckers, you know what I mean? The ACOG is, not what I meant. But it's, hell, I saw the World War II rifle. What would that look like? That looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie, chat, that looks kind of cool. Chat, I want to put a hollow sight on my World War I Mannlicher. First focal plane sights are dope. There is a scope or a sight that was from Africa, and a lot of them were used with Galils, and I really, really want one. They're weird because you can't see through them, but you look with both your eyes open and you see the reticle. It's very weird. I want to look. I forget what they're called, but they're super old technology, and I really want to get one before I can't. I'm like scared that I'm not gonna be able to get them anymore soon, so I want to get one because they're really fucking cool. Do you know what I'm talking about, Oscar? They were used in Africa a lot. They were like the original red dot before red dots were a thing. Like, this is like 80s, 70s technology. Have you seen one of those shitty galleon lenses? I don't think so, no. You're not gonna find something that sits low enough to co-witness. I can keep my eye out for something to mount regularly. Yeah, that would be good, because I would like to have something on there, but it's like, I wonder, like, thing about it is, it's not gonna be precise, right? So it's like, that dust cover, how really well does that maintain 0? I'm not sure. Like, the dust cover is just not the best place to mount optics on an AK. And I don't know. Is it like, to me, is it like, fuck, is it even worth it? I just kind of want like an open red dot, something that's like open, not enclosed, something I can really look through easily and not have to worry about it, like, you know, red dot in a black box. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, I wonder what that's called. I forget. Hold on. I know there's a picture of Ian from Forgotten Weapons with one. Ian forgot weapons. Galil. See if I can find the image I'm looking for. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there's one. I don't know what this is called because I forgot what this type of red dot is called, but it is this thing right here, chat. Yeah, oh fuck, I don't want to do that. It is this thing. Look at that. It's this weird ass sight. I think that's it anyway. Hey, wait, is that a man liquor? No, it's not. Okay. No. I got confused there for a second. Where was that image? Here we go. See, does he talk about the site in here? Armson OEG, is that it? I think maybe that might be it. Armson OEG. Oh, this is it. Oh yeah, this is it, chat. This is it. Oh yeah, this is it. I found it. Look at that. I want one, chat. I want one. This fuck is so expensive, but I want one. I want one. This is so cool, though, isn't it? Am I just like, am I weird for liking this? Because this is like, I love this old technology. I really want to get one of these for my Galil. I really want to get one of these for my Galil. I think it looks really cool. Man, I gotta get my Galil back. I gotta get my fucking Galil back. I just gotta. Cat goes haywire. We can't hear the Forgotten Weapons guy. You don't really need to hear him. You just, it's the scope. No, it's not a professional streamer. Gas tube mounts are also a thing. Because that style of dust cover is probably best for holding. It's probably the best for holding 0. A direct mount replacing the rear sight wouldn't be best, but that requires some gunsmithing. Yeah, and I don't really want to modify the gun like that. I don't really want to get rid of the leaf sights. Gas tube mounts are also a thing, but I don't know immediately offhand how easy it would be to source one for those Vepr because it's a shotgun model, and I know I know it uses RPK parts. I know you can take like RPK hand guards and put them on the Vepr, but you have to like dremel them out a little bit. They're like not quite big enough. The barrel doesn't have quite as much space for the barrel since it's 12 gauge. So when are we gonna get some footage like this for view? I'll talk about that at the end of the stream. Plot twist: the Galil is with me right here, and you can't get it back anymore. I would be fucking pissed, man. I'm still pissed with it. I hope to God I can get that gun back, but it's so like hard because like I want to just call them and harass them, but at the same time, if they want me to pay at this point, I can't. I wouldn't be able to pay for it if they said yeah, it's done. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. I want to call them and like harass them about it because it's been a year and a half since I gave it to them, like over a year and a half. Like it's been a long fucking time. When I gave it to them, I was still living with my parents. I don't know. I'm using it as my doorstop. Do you know the inventor of the Galil was named Balashnikov? Really? That's kind of funny. Kind of ironic that he would make his name sounds a lot like Kalashnikov, and he would make a rifle based off of Kalashnikov's rifle that is very similar but not quite the same. Galil's being used in a mud test. I'll be fine. Galil can handle mud. Galil is basically just an over-engineered AK. It's not even like it's all it is. I mean, it's just an AK that they beefed up a little bit. It's like the main problem with the Galil is that it's heavy because they used a milled receivers, and they had there's a couple of other differences, like the gas piston has these little things that come out of it to like stabilize the gas piston in the gas tube, I guess. I'm not really sure what that does, but you know, I guess it's particularly overbuilt considering that it shoots a lighter cartridge. AK doesn't do very well in mud, lol. I mean, depending on how much mud you're talking, like, it can do well in mud. Like, it will do as well or better than an M16. Have you ever told chat how you'd met Jizzy? Oh, I mean, I'm not sure if I have, to be honest with you. Jizzy and I met on Discord. Yeah, it was a long time. So, okay, basically, long story short, I have this friend, who I played Gary's mod with when I was like 13, like actually 13. And I used to play Trouble in Terrace Town like all the fucking time with these group of people. And one of the guys from that group of people I'm still friends with today, and he introduced me to his friend group, which I'm a part of now, right? So it's like he introduced me to his friend group, and a part of his friend group was Jizzy. So that's how I initially met Jizzy, is that he wanted to play CSGO, and so he brought me into that Discord to play CSGO with everybody, and that's how I initially met Jizzy. And initially, I was kind of mad at him because he was. Listen, I'm gonna shove him under the bus a little bit here, but he was talking about buying a new car because his old car was broken and he needed a new one. So I was in school for mechanics, so I gave him some advice, right? I said, don't buy a V6 automatic Mustang, and he bought a V6 automatic Mustang. So I was like, oh, well, fuck yeah. But then a couple years later, lo and behold, the transmission shits itself, and I flew down to try and fix it. And I instead of fixing it, I broke it even more. So that's if I were gonna throw Jizzy under the bus, I'll throw myself under the bus too. I fucked it up. First transmission was fucked anyway, so we got a new transmission because that old transmission was fucked, and then I fucked the new transmission. So he fucked the old one, I fucked the new one. Anyway, that's how I initially met him, though. It is through Discord and CSGO. My new rifle is fond of its predecessor to FNFAL. Yeah, I'm fond of its predecessor. You have a few times Forgetfulstra. Yeah, I am Forgetfulstra. M16 does better in the mud than the AK does. The AK does slightly better in dusty condition, but otherwise the AR is superior. Now listen, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. That's just not true. I just know that's not true. I just know that's not true, man. I've seen enough Matt V 2099 to know that is not true. You want to know who got me in to AKs? Wasn't Brandon Herrera. It wasn't FPS Russia. It was Matt V 2099. That fucking legend. Who would like soak his AK in Twinkies and still shoot it. I don't know, man. If you cannot stuff Twinkies in an AR and still shoot it, but you can stuff Twinkies in an AK and still shoot it. If I've learned anything from Matt V 2099, it's that the AK is a resilient gun. Also, I feel like, you know, to say that the AR does better in mud is kind of forgetting about how Vietnam is almost entirely made out of mud. And the AR didn't fare so well in that one. Like as hell right now? Oh, damn. You saying I can meet and fall in love with femboys on Discord? I mean, yeah, I imagine. Yes. I mean, what? Listen, most femboys are on Discord. So if you want to date a femboy, you probably best bet to find one initially is Discord. I'm not even like lying. It's probably like if you are a quote unquote chaser, as they are called, and your sole goal is to try and date a femboy or boy moder, as they're called, just Discord. Go on to Team Fortress 2, find a bunch of, like, femboy Discords, go to a bunch of Team Fortress 2 Discords, play Team Fortress 2, and you'll find one. You'll find one. They're there. That's it's like a Pokemon. You gotta go to the right world and the right field to find them, for them to pop out. Did you watch the Carnicon vids? No, I haven't. The AR fared just fine after they stopped using shitty powder and stopped telling grunts it was self-cleaning. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it did fine, but, like, I don't think anybody's, like, arguing that the AR is more reliable than the AK. It's just not. I mean, it just fundamentally isn't, right? Like, the AK is more reliable in certain situations because of how it's built, right? On an AR, right, you have a direct impingement design on an AR. So, like, I don't really know. Here, I'll just fucking get my AK for this. Somebody said something about learning something. We're gonna learn today, boys. Give me a second. That's not gonna work. I'm not gonna try that. Hurt. Just pinched my elbow in the door. Damn, that hurt like fuck. Ow! Fuck my elbows! You're getting fucked up! Ow! I'm making that argument, yes. I'm gonna hard disagree with you on that one. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. In fact, you know what, chat? If we're going hardcore, I might as well go hardcore. Let me go get my AR. Hold on. If we're going hard, chat, we might as well go hard, right? AR has been acquired. Okay. Range video comparison would be cool. Yeah, we'll probably do something like that. I do have some shit I gotta talk about with the range video, but again, I'll talk about that at the end of the stream. Hey, Scamstra, girl voice? What? Why do I have, what do you mean Scamstra? I don't owe girl voice, do I? I don't think I do. What, do I owe girl voice? I don't think so. Did someone donate? Want to check redeems? 2 minutes of girl voice for 200,000 points? Oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't think someone would ever redeem that. Well, there you go. Okay, fine. I'll do 2 minutes of girl voice. I'll do this segment in girl voice. Okay, so here, okay. So In Range TV with Ian and the other guy did a video about the AK and the AR reliability mud test, and that's probably what you're referencing, Oscar. Because what they did, right, is they just took some mud and piled it on here, and then they took some mud and piled it on here. Now, if you notice something about both of these guns, which, by the way, let me just demonstrate that they are clear and safe. Okay. Right? It's safe. Okay. So, the thing you gotta understand, right? That is exactly what I'm referencing, right? So here is the AR. It uses a dust cover here, and here's the bolt that rides back and forth. You can see it. It rides back and forth when I pull this back. So, if you have the dust cover like this, and you drop it in the mud, there is a very low chance, unless it gets into the end of the barrel, which you do have to really be careful with that, there's a very low chance that it's going to stop the gun, right? So now we take a look at the AK and we notice something a little bit different. The bolt, when you have the dust cover up, the bolt, the part that actually rides like back and forth, is exposed. There's not a cover that covers this. So if you dump mud right here, it's gonna get into this little crack, and it's gonna get inside the internals of the gun and gum them up. And that's probably gonna make it so it's not gonna want to fire. Is that a blackout? No, but I kind of wish it was, but it's not. Anyway, so that's why that video where they in Range TV where they just dumped a bunch of mud on them, the AK did worse, right? But realistically, that's a very not realistic scenario, right? Like, you're testing this gun as if it was like safe and not being fired. I'm not concerned about that. What I'm more concerned about is if I'm in a firefight, right, and I'm firing my gun and I drop it in the mud, what's gonna happen, right? Now, for the AK, the same thing is going to happen. Mud is going to get in here. It's going to gum up everything. It's going to be a pain in the ass, right? Okay, that's fine, right? But what's going to happen with the AR? Well, if I'm using the gun, the dust cover is not going to be closed. So it's going to be open like this, assuming I'm actually firing the gun, right? And so that means you're going to get a bunch of mud in here. And you'll notice, if I take this apart, if I take this apart, you'll notice that the AR is very tight, very low, not a lot of space in here where that rides back and forth. There isn't a whole lot going on. The fire group assembly is very small and tight, and the actual bolt itself is pretty small and tight, just like my bussy. Fuck, hold on. I have to remember how to put this back in there. It's actually, I remember. Hold on, chat. Give me a break. I don't do this every day. Oh, that's why. I think. What the fuck? Am I inept? Hello? Oh, hello? Hello? I had it. There we go. I know what I'm doing, chat. I'm a professional. Anyway, so basically, there's not a whole lot of space in here when you're dealing with that, and there's not a whole lot of room or place for that mud to go. So once you get dirt in here, it's gonna ride back and immediately get all in this. It's gonna gum up the system really, really easily. And once that happens, you're gonna have to disassemble the firearm completely. You're gonna have to completely disassemble the firearm to do that. And you're not going to be able to get back in that fight very quickly, okay? So, now let's look at that compared to the AK. Bolt forward. The bolt has to be forward. It's hitting the cam pin. Yeah, it's good. I figured it out, chat. I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. Or maybe not. Whatever, I'll fucking look at that in a second. It's not important. Fuck it, I'll fix that in a second. Listen, I don't use ARs, okay? I'm not a soy boy. I don't use ARs. Clean those hands. Listen, I'm working with guns right now. Give me a break, okay? It's also been 2 minutes, so. Anyway, okay, so now let's think about the same situation. You've dropped your gun in the mud and you had the bolt open, so now there's mud in this chamber. So for the AR, it's, again, if you get any amount of mud in there, it's gonna be really hard to clean out and it's gonna do a lot of damage, right? AK is loose and bratty. If you see those 2 holes in the BCG in the scallop, the very first thing that happens when the AR cycles, it blows gas back out of those, which clears out the gunk before the BCG moves. Yeah, but that's not, if you have a lot of mud in there, that's not gonna get it all out, right? It's just not. And if you want to, like, a good example of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about tight tolerances, look at the AK or the Grantham freezing videos and how when you take an AR, especially one that shoots a lower pressure round like 5.56 or 2.23, it has a harder time cycling. And when you have a gun like this where you can take the bolt handle physically and, you know, it's a little bit easier to get it going. Was that 2 minutes? It was, wasn't it? Was that not 2 minutes? Fuck it, I'll go a little bit more. But anyway, the point is, and here's the reason why I don't like that range TV video. If you get mud in here, you just take the fucking dust cover off and just do this. You're good to go. You don't need this to shoot the gun. You can throw this fucking away. Like, it doesn't matter. You can chuck this in the dirt. It doesn't matter. Now that you have this, you can just fucking run it like this. You got a whole bunch of dirt in here? Fuck it. Get some water, take it to a river, and just shake it around in the river a little bit, and you're fucking good to go. Chamber's a little bit stuck? Take a fucking hammer and smack the bolt open. You can't do these things on an AR. So if you're in that situation where you drop your gun in the mud and it's covered and you get mud in the chamber, on an AR, you're out of commission for at least like 5-10 minutes. For an AK, 30 seconds is all you need to fucking take this dust cover off and do this a couple times and you're back in the fight. That's why I don't think that the video that they made on this was very good, because it's like you're ignoring real world scenarios where, like, yeah, if you drop the gun in the mud, it's probably not gonna work. But you can get this to work a lot quicker than you can an AR. 5.56 is also higher pressure cartridge than 7.62. I mean, yeah, but is it? I didn't know that. But in here, well, let me talk about the other thing that I forgot to mention, and also why the AK is a little bit more reliable than the AK. So, taking apart my AR again. I don't think I put it back together, right? Because I'm a big dum-dum. Did you buy a World War II grease gun? Absolutely. Okay, so we have this, right? When you fire this gun, there is a tube that, drop that. There is a tube that goes from about, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes from right here all the way back to right here. There's a little tiny tube in there, and you can't really see it very well, but you might be able, if I focus, you might be able to see what I'm talking about. Do you see this little tiny tube that's right in there behind the handguard? You can just barely see it. That's basically what this is on the AK. This big gas tube. And what that does, that is just an open tube with nothing in it. And it directs gas back to this little part right here. And once that gas, so once you fire the gun, the pressure goes up here, hits this little off ramp, and comes back down. And once it gets back down to here, it pushes on this little piston right here, and that's what cycles your rifle, right? So there's not a lot of weight in this. This bolt does not weigh a lot in reality, right? I gotta put this thing back together. Blah. I don't take apart ARs enough. This is depressing. This is making me depressed. This is why I don't like ARs. This is why I don't like them. Well, piston's actually pretty dope. But, well, okay, so now let me compare that to an AK, right? So on an AR, again, you got this little bolt that when the gas meets this piston, it pushes it down, That's what cycles your rifle. Charging handle first, Astra? Yes. I'll fix it. Don't worry. I know how to take apart an AR. Anyway, so now, this is you. This is the guy she told you not to worry about. Right? When you shoot this gun, the pressure goes up here, down to this turnoff, just like the AR, but unlike the AR, your piston is all the way forward. So then once that gas makes like that turn, it immediately makes contact with the piston. And then it immediately starts pushing it. So about when you get to here, you don't really even need the gas anymore. There's enough inertia in this big heavy piece of metal to keep the gun cycle. So it makes the AK more heavy and it makes the recoil more unmanageable. But the trade-off is that it makes it a lot more reliable because the added inertia kind of acts like a flywheel and it gives the gun a little bit more torque to push shit out of the way. The AR just doesn't have that kind of power because it doesn't have as much mass in its gas piston. It's simple logic and it's simple science, really. Did you know space is made of Wi-Fi and all the random generator protons? There's a video someone made of Tucker Carlson arguing with Joe, whatever that guy is on the podcast, and he fucking, he just like, space isn't real. There's no way. I think space is real. What are you, retarded? God, I love that clip. That's so fucking funny. Why can I not put this in here right? God damn it. I'm just struggling today, chat. It's a struggle. What the fuck? Go in there. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Anyway. I'm struggling today, chat. There's my dust cover. See, look at this right here is why the AR will never be as reliable as the AK. Is this piston right here? It just won't. The design is just inherently more resilient to dirt and resistance to the bolt moving. Fumbling intensifies. We need a catch tune for Astra's gun talk. You lose all your gas pressure about the first inch of travel, so the rest is inertia. Yeah, but that inertia is what you want, right? There's more. It's like a big battery for that, for the energy that you put into it. I traded a crappy Turkish run for 13 ounces of silver today. Damn, that's actually pretty good. Fuck. Alright, hold on. What the fuck? What is happening here? Why am I struggling? Oh, I know. I'm stupid. God damn it. Listen, Chad, I'm tired. Alright, give you a fucking break. Okay. Why is that not holding open? What am I missing here? Like, is it the mag? Am I just stupid? Why am I not... Wait, what is going on here? What am I missing about this? Why are ARs so goddamn complicated? Why does it have to be like this? You know why? Why, if the apocalypse happened, I wouldn't pick up this gun. You know why? I don't have to deal with this, the AK. AK is so much better that you don't have to think about, what the fuck am I getting wrong here? Is it the magazine? Is like the bolt hole open on the magazine fucked or something? What's going on here? What am I fucking missing? If it helps, you spit on it before sticking it in, just as jizzy. Is this like not in there all the way or something? What the fuck? I guess not, because now it works. I guess it was the magazine. What the fuck? And now it doesn't work. It's gotta be the magazine. It's gotta be the magazine. They're actually not that complicated. I mean, not really, but the fact that I am struggling with this is like a key like example of what I'm talking about. Is it just is a little bit more finicky, right? They're not complicated, but they're just a teensy bit more finicky than the AK, and it's just that difference is. Drum mags are a meme. They are a meme, I guess, because this is I can't tell if it's my I think it's my drum mag that's giving me issues. Do I have another magazine in here for this? Ooh. Huh. I'm gonna have to tighten that handguard, because look at that wobble. Look at that wobble, chat. I never noticed that before. Look at that wobble. I'm gonna have to fix that shit. That'll hold 0 for you real good. What? It's not holding 0. Your laser isn't holding 0. I wonder why. Broke the gun to prove a point. Listen, this is the kind of dedication you gotta expect from Astra. True floating barrel. Broke the gun to prove a point. Really, each platform has pros and cons. Depends on the environment and what you're trying to get out of it. I don't see it as an AR versus AK, just two different tools for jobs. Honestly, that's the most accurate. That is absolutely true. It really is. But if I'm gonna be in a situation where I know I'm in a dirty environment, where there's gonna be a lot of dust and mud and moisture around my gun, I know that in a pinch, if this gun gets compromised by mud or something, it's gonna take a while to get it uncompromised. Comparative to this gun, it's like, say you have like a problem and you're like, oh, my gun is stuck, right? Like, oh, I can't shoot it. What do you do about that? Take off the dust cover, scoop some shit out of it, run the bolt a couple times, and you're probably good to go. Really, you don't have to worry about it. It's just the go to hell reliability part. That's what people are talking about when they say go to hell reliability. So you don't have to baby the gun, and you can just beat its shit. You can beat the shit out of it until it works. That's the beauty of the AK. You can beat the shit out of it until it works. And Astra about to turn into gun whistling diesel. Oh my god, dude! I would love to troll the AR guys. What if I bought like a really expensive like Daniel Defense AR and I fucking torture tested it in the mud and I did a burnout on it? You can kickstart the AR if you have to. How? How? There's no way to grab the bolt. See, look at there's serrations for the failure button, but this upper doesn't have a failure button, so there's no failure button here. By the way, I cannot figure out why this is not working. I can't tell. It's gotta be the magazine. It's gotta be the magazine. Hold on, chat. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find the magazine. AK is a tank of a gun, basically? Yes. That's pretty much it. Kick the charging handle? Yeah, but... Okay. Oscar, do you think that, like, drop kicking the charging handle on this gun, like that, like fucking that, do you think that's gonna be harder on the internals of an AR, or do you think it's gonna be harder on the internals on an AK? Because I really don't feel bad about banging this thing against the table. I know it can handle it, but I would not do that to this gun because it's just not that kind of gun. Hold on, chat. I need to see if I can find another magazine. Let's see if it was just a magazine. Drug mags are kind of finicky, chat. They do have a tendency to be that way. It was just a magazine. Here I was thinking I didn't know how to put an AR back together, but it was just the fucking magazine the entire time. A complete 5.56 AR from them is really $400. I don't believe that shit. I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust that for a second. But man, do I need to get some Loctite. Look at this. That's the problem, chat. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to get some Loctite and fix that up. Checked. Where's my Steyr AUG? We don't have any AUGs here. We only have... This is a non-bullpup household, thank you very much. We only have ARs, or an AR and AK platforms. We mostly have AKs. So if you don't like AKs, then fuck you, you can get out. Just to make sure everyone can see that it is not open, or it's not loaded. What? This is a nice AR though. I really do like this AR a lot. This thing is so sick. I fucking love this thing. I know I'm talking shit about it, but I really love this rifle. What was my first gun? The one I just put away, that AK. I'll just keep both these out actually. Fuck it. Put them away at the end of the stream. This was not my first gun, but this was my first gun. Put that over there. Hope in the brain. Anything is cool. Wait, what? Are you okay, Thunderchild? Do you need some help? You're right there. Do you smell burnt toast? Staying here, kind of. I think Ice busted them a couple years ago. Oh damn. Astra making so many travels this stream. Where am I from? Well, I live in Florida, but I grew up in the worst state in the union. So, guess of that what you will. If you can guess the state, I will be very impressed. Ukraine. Anyway, no. Fuck yeah, no. The AK. I read the fuck straight. The AK is my first gun, so maybe honestly that's why I have a bias towards it. It's just because it was my first gun, so there is a bias there. But I genuinely think that if I was in a boog situation, this would be the gun I grab and not the AR, purely for the reliability factor and the fact that I know if I have 80 troubles with this gun, I can beat the fuck out of it until it works, and that's something you can't do on an AR, and that people don't talk about that very often. Should do a mod pull AK or AR. Listen, this is an AK household. This is we only shoot AK. Don't look at the AR right there. Don't look at that. That doesn't exist. We only shoot AKs here. I have an AK shotgun. I have an AK. I have an RPK. I have an AK and an AK shotgun. We only shoot AKs here. I need more AKs. Bear Creek Arsenal is probably the lowest end AR manufacturer on the market. I don't know, low end ARs are really you're really gonna not have a good time. If you're gonna compare low-end ARs to low-end AKs, they really are. There's a big difference between those. Like, if you get a high-end AK and a high-end AR, they're both going to be relatively reliable, right? They're both going to be fine. But if you get a low-end AK, it might be reliable, but if you get a low-end AR, it pretty much won't be reliable. What year is the AK and where's it from? This is a Romanian Wasser 10. This isn't anything special. This is just a... I think it was like a 2016 Wasser... Yeah. No, probably 2014. It's probably made in 2014 or something like that, if I had to guess. But I think I got it in 2015. But it's a Romanian Wasser 10. It looks pretty beat up because I've had it for so long and I shoot it a lot. But, yeah, this is my baby. This is my, like, first gun. This is probably the most sentimental gun I have. Just because it you know, it was my first real gun and the thing that got me into guns. But... I have a Romanian RPK, which is probably more cool on the AK scale, I guess. But there's something special about this gun where it's just like I've had this gun for so long and I've shot it so much that it's like it really. I learned how to shoot on this gun and I love it. So it's like I'm a little biased, a little bit, but to be fair, she can't do that with the AR either. You can't upgrade it with a twisted bit of coat hanger. No, but you can, there are other ways. First of all, don't do that. Don't. Not in a sense, not even in the ATF is watching, don't do that. Not even in that sense. Like, actually don't do that, because it's dangerous. There are, like, there's, like, sticky note, people use sticky notes for AKs. You can use a sticky note to push something out of the way, and it will beefalado until it blows up, which is not, it will blow up because that is not designed properly and it does not work. It does not, it's like when people do that kind of mod to an AK, it's not hard to make an AK fully auto. It's not. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Don't do either, ATF, but definitely don't do the janky one, because that's not just illegal, that's dangerous. Like, really dangerous. Because it's my baby now. It is my baby. I love my AK. It's my baby. I used to sleep with this gun like a teddy bear. I had it in my bed because I loved it so much and I kept it with me just in case I ever needed it, you know. I had it. It's my gun. Has a K-Arms SLT trigger in it, so it's not that compatible with any sort of quick links or shift links. Yeah. Maybe if I could just straight up shit in the upper receiver of an AK to use as lubricant in a pinch. I mean, honestly, no, not really. That wouldn't work. But that'd be real gross. But it probably would. Again, like, I don't know. I've seen enough Matt V2099 videos to, like, know that, like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, you can dump a bunch of mud in here and it will probably trip up the AK a little bit more at first. But that's because you have a dust cover on the AR. And if you open the dust cover on the AR, then you're going to get all that dirt in there, and it's not going to work. But the main reason why I say the AK is more reliable is not so much that it will stop firing after a couple rounds, but that it's easier to get this thing back into functioning shape than it is an AR, because this thing takes 2 seconds to field strip it. Like, it takes a lot longer to field strip an AR than it does an AK, and that's objectively true, and everybody knows it's true. And it's much easier to disassemble, it's much easier to clean out, there's more... You know, if you think about it, like, if dirt gets in here and mud gets into this chamber, right, there's a lot of room for that to go. And the only thing that needs to move, realistically, for it to fire is this, right, the hammer. So all it needs to do in order to fire is that. Or, take the safety off. That, right? So that's all that happens. So if there's mud in this chamber that's preventing it from firing, it's just going to be right here where the trigger is. So all you have to do is reach in there, clean that out, to the point where it does that, and you're fine. The gun's gonna cycle. Like, if there's dirt shit back here, it doesn't care. If there's enough of dirt shit back here where it doesn't, like, go back all the way and cycle all the way, then fucking take some water or your hands and dig it out. It's not that hard. I don't know, I'd much rather have a gun like that in, like, a shitty situation than an AR. Plus, it's 30 caliber. You get fucking 760 by 39. It's a more powerful cartridge. It just is. If I would rather be hit by 5.56 than be hit with 760 by 39, unless I was wearing body armor. That's the only thing. The coat hanger is janky. Not looking to do fed time. Yeah. These are much less janky. Yankee Boogle, what? What? What the fuck am I watching right now? I'm just gonna move past that. AK doesn't care. AK doesn't give a shit. AK doesn't give a shit. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. Why doesn't the whole world use AK? Germany has HK, M16, and China has bullpup. Why doesn't the whole world use AK? Well, I hate to break it to you, Ironic Balls. By far, the most popular assault rifle, fully automatic assault rifle in the world is by far the AK. Like, not even like a comparison. Like, it's the rest of the world. That's mostly, dude. That's a little bit deceiving, right? Because that's mostly because of Russia. That's not because of the design of the gun. I mean, it is the design of the gun, but the reason why it's everywhere is because of Russia. But it is everywhere. It is everywhere. And China's used it before. Fucking, you know, so many other countries copied the AK design. Israel with the Galil, Finland with the Velme, whatever the fucking Finnish one is. I forget what it is. It's like a V something. But there's a lot of different AK variants out there, and there's a reason for that. It's because they are very reliable, and they are very functional. It is much easier to give this to a person who has no idea about guns and teach them within 10 minutes on how to operate this than it is to teach them how to operate an AR. There's more to it. There's more to know when you're operating an AR. That if you get into a situation where you need to know that, it's hard. It is a Velmet. I almost said Velmet, but I questioned myself. I shouldn't have done that. But it's like, the reason they're not the best rifle in the world. Well, like, they're not. There are better rifles for certain situations. There are. It's not the one-size-fits-all rifle, but it's the closest thing to that I think we have. Like, it's got an effective range of, like, 400 yards at least. It's gonna be good in pretty much any condition you can throw it in. It's functioned. It's proven itself in any condition. From Vietnam to Afghanistan, it's proven to be a very reliable, effective weapon platform. And I mean, it's like, I don't know. Bullpup is stupid as fuck. It is. It really is. I'm not. The only bullpup I'd ever get is an AUG. USSR licensed the AK out to almost any nation capable of stamping steel. Yeah. That's like, it is a little bit dishonest to say the AK is the most popular gun in the world simply because of how good it is. It's mostly because Russia was just like, what? You're communist? Here's 10,000 AKs. Just have them. Only if you have vastly more experienced factory setup to do that. I mean, yeah, it's like they're easier to produce, they're cheaper to produce, they're easier to function, they're more reliable, they're just better in every way. They're easier to get to be more reliable for cheaper. They're just higher you know, and in my mind, like, the cartridge, mainline militaries went away from the 30 caliber because it's heavier and it's harder to carry more of it. But for me, if I'm in a firefight, I don't care about that. I want the bullet that's gonna do the job. I'm gonna carry as much as I can, but I want a bullet that's gonna be effective in that situation, right? And I feel like, especially where body armor isn't as prevalent, this is a much better cartridge than 5.56. It's only 5.56 only starts to outshine 7.62 2x39. I think when you're in a more like very equipped versus very equipped, right? Like, if you're going up against guys who are wearing like a lot of body armor, the AK is not going to be as good at penetrating that armor as 5.56 is. So I might go with 5.56 in that situation just for the armor penetration. But if your main enemy are people who are not wearing body armor or wearing very little body armor, the bigger bullet has more energy. It's bigger, so it will dump more energy into whatever you hit. So if you hit something, it's going to slow down faster and dump more of its total energy into whatever you do. So if you shoot like a gel block with 5.56, it's not going to have as much impact as shooting a gel block with 7.62 by 39. It's just going to be more violent with this cartridge because it's a bigger bullet. Every AK country moving away from AK platforms, be it Finland and China, Israel. That's because, again, that's partly because the AK is an old design. Like, they just want to upgrade. I feel like a lot of people just want to upgrade because they can. And it's like the AK it's not like the AK is the end all and be all of firearms design. There are other designs that are theoretically better. It's not like, well, we've reached peak gun design. We don't need to do 1947 is when we figured it out in guns. We don't ever need to go past this. This is it. Weapons technology has been advancing slowly for all of human history, but now that we've reached the AK, we don't need to do it anymore. It's like, no, of course not. Like, of course countries are still going to try to improve the firearm that they're using. It's an old design. It's not saying that it's not worth getting a different gun. I'm just saying in terms of specifically AR versus AK, it's AK every day, man. I would always choose an AK over an AR. Just, the only reason why I wouldn't is the weight. The weight is seriously the biggest downside to the AK, but I feel like, in my mind, I want a gun I can depend on, and a bullet I can depend on, and I feel like the AK serves that better than an AR. A 7.62x39 doesn't do very well at distance. There's a reason Russians dropped it for 5x45. Next time you take the bigger out, take the RPK with you, try to hit stuff with it at a distance. I mean, yeah, that's true, but, like, what distances are we talking about? Like, people have shot AKs just like this at ranges upwards of 800 yards. I mean, it's like, you can be accurate with an AK. The whole idea that AKs aren't accurate is completely ridiculous. Like, yeah, an AR is gonna be a little bit more accurate, almost specifically well, not specifically, but, like, because the AR is designed a little bit differently, and because of the cartridge being smaller, and it's not gonna lose as much velocity to air resistance, you're gonna have a more accurate bullet, sure, but, like, it's still accurate enough at any distance you're gonna shoot. Like, I don't care if the AR is more accurate at distances where, like, at, like, really long distances, because in, like, especially in Florida, if I was to have to go out and, like, fight in this terrain, you're never ever gonna be shooting at people more than a couple hundred yards away, right? And the AK is more than capable of doing that. I think they still make 300 blackout too. AK sights are poopy? Nah, man, you just don't know it. You just don't know. I like AK sights. They make AP rounds in 5.56, 7.62x51. But now here's the thing. If you start being like, oh, but they make this special round that makes my cartridge better than yours, that's stupid. That's stupid. Because when shit hits the fan, you don't get to be picky with what ammo you use. You use what ammo you find. It doesn't matter if it's full metal jacket, hollow point, whatever. You use what you find. And I don't, like, or at least for me, in my sense, if I were to ever have to do that, it would be like that, because I'm not going to join the military. And plus, if you join the military, you use what they give you, not what you want. So it's like, they're mostly going to be using full metal jacket anywhere in the military. So it's like, I don't know if it matters. Like, yeah, I don't know. 7.62 is not going to be as good at penetrating armor as 5.56. It's just not. It's not going to be as accurate as 5.56. It's just not. But it's going to dump more energy into what you hit with it. It just is. And it's going to be more reliable than an AR because it just is. Because of everything I just mentioned. Because of all of those factors. The bigger bullet, the big piston in here with a lot of inertia, the big low tolerance design about this. It's just everything about this is designed for go to hell reliability. And I feel like, in my mind, if I'm like sitting on the ground, people are shooting at me, I've got my gun, I'm covered in dirt, I'm tired, in my gun jams, I want this and not an AR if I'm in that situation, because in this, I know I could fucking get it working soon. And an AR, that's a life or death situation right there, honestly. And if someone's coming at me, I know I only have to put at least like at most three rounds into someone's center mass and they'll go down. Compared to an AR, you can put a lot of rounds into someone before they'll actually go down. There's a lot of stories about people, like, shooting guys, like, in the military with ARs, and they just keep fucking taking it. They'll just take, like, 7 rounds and keep going, because that round is just a small round. It doesn't dump as much energy into its target as the 7.62x39 does. I could shoot card at 100 yards with AR or insights. I can't shoot card with my AK. That sounds like a personal skill issue. Excuse me. Listen, I'll take both out to the range. I'll take both of these guns out to the range, the AR and the AK, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll do a whole video on it. Fuck it, I'll do a video on it. Love to see if Astra could even stand up with their plate carrier and standard AK loadout. That is the big thing, though, right? That is That is the Achilles heel of the whole idea of using the AKs over ARs, is that for me, I'm not going to be able to do long treks with all that weight. I could not do that kind of shit, right? I just couldn't. So if I were to be in, like, the military, I just wouldn't, I would die. Like, if the boot happened, I would die. I would not do well. I would not do well in that situation. If you keep 500 to 1,000 rounds on hand for whatever you want to use, you will still outlive your ammo supply. Post shit hits the fan. Maybe. That's why I carry flat nose full metal jacket 357. Based. 357 is a good carry around. I feel like carrying 357 is just a big dick move. Not as big dick as carrying 44 Magnum, but more practical. If Astra was in the military, she would die of the physical strain from training. Yeah, it would not be good. When the boot happens, most people are going to die. I don't feel bad. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I kind of do want to do a torture test on both of these rifles now. I kind of want to do like a mud test. I know it's kind of mean to do a mud. I wouldn't do a mud test on that AR. I love that AR too much, and it's too fragile in my mind to do a mud test. I would like actually damage parts. I wouldn't feel as bad about doing a mud test on this guy because I know that at the end of the day, I'll be fine. But it's like, I love this gun a lot. It's kind of painful to shove a bunch of mud into the action. I should just chilling with the AK sipping too. I love my AK. I should just keep this. I probably have more viewers if I just had the AK with me all the time. I should, every time I stream, I'm just gonna have the AK here. But test the AR. Do it. You want me to do it? I'll do it, Oscar. You don't fucking. I will do it. I will mud test both of these rifles. I'll fucking do it again. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I'll make a video about this. I will fucking do it. I will make a video, a stress. We're gonna do Femboy firearms testing, AK versus AR. We're gonna do the fucking we're gonna fucking do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. I'm gonna go back to the range. I'm gonna take both of these guns with me. I'm gonna get some more 5.56 because I'm out of 5.56. Because I need more of that. But get some 5.56, and we're gonna see which gun is more reliable. I sacrificed my volunteer for the cause. Alright. That, I agree to that. Asher versus Ian McCullen. Rotate the AK with the RPK. I mean, I don't really care about doing it with the RPK. The RPK is fine. I'm more comparing the RPK is a different gun. It's got different barrel length and everything, but these guns, in terms of AK versus AR, they're kind of like more similar. They're more similar barrel lengths. They're more similar in raw weight and what they're doing. I probably will take this optic off first though, because I really like this optic and I don't want to fuck it up. So I'm probably gonna take this off, and I'll have to get some iron sights for this because I don't have any iron sights. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't need iron sights. But yeah, I'm definitely taking this off. So I guess for the accuracy portion, I'll keep it on for the accuracy portion. I do think that the AR will be more accurate. I don't deny that, but AR stress test in a nutshell. Here, this is just my biggest problem. He doesn't wipe the fucking dirt out at all. Doesn't wipe the dirt, doesn't make any attempt to clear the gun. It's just like, oh, it doesn't work. Take the dust cover off, take the bolt out, shake it loose, and you're good to go. That's all you have to do. Also 5x45, not 7.62x39. You need to clear out the chamber. You need to open the gun up and clear out the chamber. You're not gonna fire it if you don't clean out the chamber. You gotta take the gun, shake it on the ground. If you took the dust cover off of that and like smacked it on the ground like that, it would work. I don't know, chat. I'm willing to admit, maybe I'll eat my words, chat. Maybe I'll be wrong about this, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Audio explains what he's doing. Oh, well, I don't care about the audio. Instead of mud, use canned chili, aka no bean commie chili, AR true American chili beans, as the founding fathers intended. I could use beans. I could use chili instead of mud. Welcome to Femboy Firearms. Today we're gonna make air, aka an air sticky and icky. Hello, today it is FPS Femboy, and today we are going to fuck shit up. This like is going to have bad day, let me tell you. Arizona sand mud is more sand than mud. Yeah, but I live in Florida. I mean, I live in the perfect terrain for this. I live in a goddamn swamp. God damn it. Shrek would be proud. My swamp. Response to forgotten weapons mud test. Honestly, this is a good idea. It's a good YouTube video idea. I'll do this. Fuck it. I'll do this. And yeah. I will actually do this. Hawaii and Vietnam mud is more gooey. Well, I mean, to that point, I would say the AK performed quite well in Vietnam, to be honest with you. I feel like if I was in Vietnam, I would rather have this than an M4 or an AR. Just saying. I'm just saying. That country is still communist. Just saying. I don't know what. I mean, I'm not saying anything. You know, I'm not saying anything. But AK versus AR. That country is indeed still communist. I want to point that out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, like, ooh. Sand, go AR. If sand, I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out, chat. We will find out. I'm gonna do a Grantham style test. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna be safe about it. But I need to find somewhere to do it. I don't know if I can do it in the public range, because someone might get mad at me for that, but we'll see. Hopefully I can maybe find someone with property that I could shoot on. That would be nice. Sand go AK. Definitely sand for AK though. Sand is definitely better in an AK. You'll fuck up an AR. It's too, again, tighter tolerances. Just is tighter tolerances. It is very tight tolerances. AK do better in dusty conditions because they are loose enough that the dust can just fall out. Same with mud. And mud does goop up, but again, shake it out. Ah, fuck, dude. I wish Bappy2099 didn't quit the YouTube. Let's see if I can find some of his videos. Hold on. Oh, let's see if I can find a re-upload of one of his videos, because it's just so good. It's just so good. Matt V2099. Oh, there's an archive channel. Perfect. Where's, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. This guy is who got me into AKs right here.
Wrap it before you tap it and bang it. One whole pack of gum. Oh yeah, it's starting to work again. Really gets a different consistency once you stop chewing it and take it off. Okay. Should we do I think we need one more pack. That's not enough. That's amazing. Fucking talk. Oh yeah.
Ew.
Please don't blow up. The gun failed to cycle. Look right there. We'll just drive right over it. Oh, there it goes.
I played, yeah.
Brake. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, dude, that S-cut's gone. No way that survived that. Not a chance.
There's a Glock 40 part. I think that's the Clibazine release, or it was.
Oh no.
Let's carefully extract this as though we were an archaeologist. I just took this gun into my lab and did some careful scientific examinations. I have confirmed that this gun is still non-functioning. So we have our clip inside the popcorn popper. If you don't know what science is, this is science. Clip, fully loaded assault clip. Assault and insult. All right, let's do this. We're gonna go hide behind our ballistic walls. We'll be back when we hear the explosion.
This is science. Oh god. Alright, hold on. Does he have a video on the AK specifically? I don't. Here we go. Oh, we know
we have our clip.
This is the same fucking thing. Hold on, wait a minute. Where's the AK one? Where's the one with the Twinkies? Can you super glue it close? Jesus Christ. Fuck, where's the Twinkie video? I know he's got it on here somewhere. I know he's got the Twinkie video on here. Where is it? Hold on. Here we go, Shep. This is an ER visit in the works. Are your guns real? They are indeed real.
Will It Twinkie. This is a series where I'm going to take Twinkies and combine them with other foods and guns.
Unloaded.
And scientifically and objectively observe the results by eating it and telling you my opinion. So, I'll make these Twinkie series. So, don't try this at home. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool.
He's not even gonna. Oh wait, no, he is. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
So we're making a Twinkie action AK here.
Oh no.
Which I've done once before. Guess this is part 2.
Oh no.
Will It Twinkie? Alright, dudes.
Will It Twinkie?
Let's load it. Scientifically. Let's charge it.
Oh, there's no way. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude.
Round chambered.
Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way.
Will It Twinkie? Oh, it didn't fire. Of course, it didn't load the next round.
Still though, that's pretty fucking good. It just turned it into a semi-auto. Oh. Look it, chat. It does work. Can an AR do that? I don't think so.
Shooting at my target down there, set up. Major trigger slap. Actually hurts to pull the trigger. One more. Let's take this thing apart.
Oh no.
That's a Twinkie Action AK.
Oh no. Oh no. But see, this is what I'm talking about. Look at how much shit is in there. And it was still able to cycle. Right? Like, this is what I'm talking about. You're not ever going to convince me that an AR is more reliable than an AK after what I just seen. It's not happening, alright, chat? Twinkie grease helps, to be honest. There's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no way that doesn't work. Oscar, do you think that if I shoved a bunch of Twinkies in the AR the same way that it would function at all? Do you think that it would even remotely function? I don't think so. This thing, if you do it in an AK, it just turns it into a semi-auto for a couple rounds, and then you're good. There's no beating it. There's no beating it. There's no beating it. The efficient way to store your snacks. I don't think there's a room inside the air to put Twinkies in and close it. Exactly. Then where are you gonna keep your Twinkies then? Like, I've got Twinkie storage. You guys don't have any Twinkie storage in your fucking ARs. This is a problem. You guys need the Twinkie storage. You guys need the fucking Twinkie storage. I saw ravioli in a machine gun once. If you can chamber around, the AR will run. I guess we'll find out. I was thinking, Femboy Security, Peepug, and House of Leaves for the follow. Damn, I still gotta read that book. I do find the hypothetical situation of a Twinkie being shoved into your receiver may be somewhat rare. Yeah, but what happens if it does happen? You just, you know, eh. Alright, chat, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Okay, chat. Alright, chat. Yeah, okay, so we got, this is, if you guys don't like serious talk, if you don't want, I'm about to kill the vibes pretty hard, so If you don't want it to be sad, probably leave the chat. Probably, the stream is over at this point. The stream is done. Goodbye. The stream is over. But I do have to kind of mention something a little bit depressing. The reason I'm probably not gonna be able to upload the gun range video that I filmed recently, because if you remember that weird drunk guy that came into my stream and helped paint my face, well, unfortunately he has passed away, and it's pretty hard on me and everyone and Jizzy, and we're kind of going through a rough time, but I just figured I'd let you guys know why that won't be happening with that video, and why maybe some things have been a little bit like I was gonna probably would have posted the podcast now, because it's like pretty much edited and ready to go. I just need to get it up. But if you're wondering why it hasn't been up, this is why. I also won't be streaming this Saturday because I'm going to the funeral. So it's a very, very kind of an unfortunate thing to have to talk about, and a very unfortunate thing to have to bring up, and I'm sorry that it kind of kills the mood a little bit, but the reason why the stream is shorter is because it is hard. I will probably upload the video, but we're probably gonna go back to the range and get more footage, because I don't want to use I don't know how much of that footage I want to use yet, and I need to kind of figure out what I want to do with it. But I don't want to whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But I have to figure out what we're doing with that, and so it's, yeah. How he passed away. I'm probably not going to mention that. I don't want to get into detail, you know, just for privacy reasons. I don't want to, like, invade that semblance of privacy there. I'm not trying to, you know, go into details, but it is something that was unexpected and very unfortunate, but it's, you know, for the friend that appeared on the makeup stream, yeah. So, I agree, if you had a good time with him, don't let her have him ruin those memories. Yeah, I mean, of course not, but, you know, I just want to, basically, I want to respect, you know, his memory, and I don't want to put it in a video that I don't think is gonna, you know, it's a little bit sad, right? It's just something I don't want to, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'll probably use some of it in that video, but I'm not sure. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna end the stream there, so I will talk to you guys on Thursday? Yeah, it's Saturday, or it's maybe, actually probably not, because I'm probably gonna go up there on Saturday. So there might not be another stream this week, chat, just to let you know, because I'm gonna be going up to the service this weekend, and I think it's like this coming, I'm not gonna be able to be there this Saturday. I might stream this Thursday, but probably not, so just be prepared for that. So the next stream is probably gonna be next Tuesday, but yes, so alright, anyway, chat, good night, everybody. Sorry to kind of bring the mood down, but I felt like I needed to mention that. So anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you guys next week. Goodbye.